Electrocast.
This episode is brought to you by Dead Man's Wire, the new film from Roquet Entertainment. Dead Man's Wire is the incredible true story of the 1977 kidnapping that turned an aspiring entrepreneur into an outlaw folk hero. Directed by legendary filmmaker Gus Van Sant, Dead Man's Wire stars Bill Skarsgård, Dacre Montgomery, Carrie Elways, and Myha'la, with Coleman Domingo and Al Pacino. Now playing in select theaters everywhere January 16th.
It's the final chapter of the college football playoff.
It comes down to this.
Miami's unmatched grit and tenacity through the postseason has led them home. The national title now within reach.
They are confident. They are battle-tested.
Undefeated Indiana, led by Chris Signetti and Heisman winner Fernando Mendoza, have the chance to take home their first title and claim college football immortality.
The most remarkable turnaround in the history of college football.
The College Football Playoff National Championship presented by AT&T. Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN and the ESPN app.
Are you okay with shared plates?
Dude, not only that, I'm notorious for picking up the check wherever I go. And since Dahlia worked as a waitress and now I'm married to the mayor, I tip 30% everywhere I go, bar none, no matter what. Yeah, no, I mean, like if they bring out the little, I don't know, mozzarella sticks, are you going to be the one trying to get
where did you take us? The tapas place where the first thing is
night at TGI Fridays, Tim? Where are we?
Luckily, where Tim took us, there's free breadsticks, so we don't have to fight over anything.
50 years of music with 50-year-old white guys.
Fine Sunday.
All good, Tim.
All good. Jeff Simons, Berkeley, California. What is your temperature currently?
It is a lovely 68 degrees. We have had a really lovely August weekend. Berkeley usually is really cold in August, but we've had some sunshine and like borderline shorts and t-shirt weather, which has been great.
All right.
But I will say, the boy's been at Outside Lands all weekend. He did the whole Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and they've had the best weather probably in the history of San Francisco in August. So it's been awesome for him.
Knoxville, Tennessee, Ben Barton.
Sunny and 88. Can't argue.
Oh my gosh. All right. It is currently sunny and 80 in Asheville.
I think you win.
Other side of the mountain. Side of the mountain.
You know, gentlemen, it seems to me that as I age, I am becoming more and more of an outdoorsman. I just got back from my my national park trip out west where we did Yellowstone, Glacier National Park, and the Grand Tetons.
Fantastic. Love it.
Unbelievable. I've never been to any of those parks, and they each in their own just blew my mind. Have you guys been there?
Yes. Awesome.
I did that exact trio with India Kincannon in 1994, I want to say.
Oh, my God. Did you hike the High Line there in Glacier?
We did a hike in Glacier where they made us, it was mandatory to watch a bear video. So I can tell you.
I remember that too. I had forgotten completely about
loud.
that.
We were loud. It was not I was just like 76 trombones lead the big parade.
That's exactly.
The bears will stay away. They were like, if the bear comes, you make yourself big, you hold your arms out.
Yep.
And then they're like, if the bear charges you, don't run. And I was like, all right, this is going to be hard for me. Don't run. And they were like, curl up into a fetal ball.
Yeah.
And wrap your hands around your neck so it doesn't eat your neck. But make sure to fold your fingers under, lest it gnaw your fingers off. And I was like, dude, what are we doing? This is my hobby. I'm not prospecting for gold. I don't need to walk amongst these bears.
Yeah, I that's a troubling set of recommendations. Yeah, just go with the bear's best self, and he won't eat you.
I remember very vividly, like in kindergarten, we went for a nature walk. And the nice, kind woman who was leading 5-year-olds through the forest spent way too much time explaining her snake stick. Like, if it's a nice snake, I'll use it like this. And if it's a mean snake, I'll use it like this. And if I put my hand up and then you got to stop, I was like, how many fucking snakes are we about to see wandering in this like little park behind the school?
It's the Indiana Jones pit. It's just nothing but ass.
That's what I was expecting. I was like, spent half the hike like head on a swivel.
Yeah. Nature guys, that's us.
But dude, that stretch, especially Glacier, is just so unbelievable.
Right.
Yeah.
I have not. I mean, I've been to the Himalayas. I've been all over the mountains in Europe. Like, for my money, that stretch of the Rockies is the prettiest mountains in the world. Like, they're just so jaw dropping.
And I didn't realize till I got there. It's like, oh, everybody needs to come and see this park. It's that spectacular. Like, it's put it on your bucket list before the end of your life. Everyone listening,
since you have been,
or before the end of the National Park Service.
Oh,
one of the two.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you.
Not to get political.
I'll add the Lake Louise Banff side of it.
Yeah, that's next.
Going up into Canada, and man, those are just you'll lose your mind. You can't believe how pretty they are.
And those parks will continue, so that's good.
Totally, for sure. And that might be a place to hide out.
My bad news from the trip is a conspiracy amongst my children to make sure that they took the heavy bags when we were hiking. The ones with like water bottles and food and stuff like that, binoculars. This was always my job, gentlemen. And they took a look at me at age 55 and said, you know what? It's time to replace our father when it comes to the heavy toting. Have any of your children started to look at you as elderly?
Oh, yeah, but not even remotely interested in carrying the heavy stuff. My two children added together barely outweigh me. They're just worthless. Tiny, scrawny. Will is wirily creepy strong. Like, he could definitely like lift his body weight and then some, but he's not like, let me get that for you, father, quite yet.
Ben, are your daughters treating you as elderly yet?
Oh, yeah. Totally.
Okay, you're there.
That doesn't mean they're helping me, though. I think I'm in Jeff's situation. Like, they would be like, oh, you shouldn't carry that heavy bag. And they would just be like, ... The ellipsis would just be sitting there with no further information.
All the derision and none of the support. That's what we got going, Tim. You're obviously doing something right.
Well, on one of our mini hikes out there in Glacier, Helen was just in love with the wildflowers. And, you got the six of us walking along, lots of conversations over the hours as we hike. And Martha started going over the names of ultimate Frisbee teams across the country, the different colleges and things like that. And here's Helen talking about these wildflowers. And I'm thinking of these names. I'm like, gosh, these are great names of punk bands. So what I've done is I've created a quiz. It's 15 questions here, so get a pen and paper ready. I'm going to name something, and at the end, you need to tell me whether it was a wildflower, a punk band, or a women's ultimate Frisbee team. So, for instance, if I said the Clash, you would say punk band. If I said a Buttercup, you would say a wildflower. If I said the Pleiades, you would, of course, say the University of North Carolina Ultimate Frisbee team. Are we ready? This is a competition, and I understand, Ben, that Jeff has a particular affection for punk bands. So I've tried to find as obscure punk bands as I could. All right, here we go. Number 1, B-Bombs. Number 2, Elephant Women. Number 3, Lubricated Goat. Number 4, Witch Fever. Number 5, Moondogs. Did I say 10? I've got 15. Sorry. Number 6. Number 6, Bleeding Heart.
What was that one?
Bleeding Heart.
Thank you.
Number 7, Hell's Bells. Number 8, Burning Skirts. Number 9, Carpathian. Number 10, Common Vetch. Number 11, Fireweed. Number 12, Pop Rivets. Number 13, Dark Side. Number 14, Dirty Ladies. And number 15, Bitch Monkeys. All right. I will let you guys keep score. How many you got right? Jeff Simons, B-Bombs.
That's an ultimate team.
That is a wildflower.
Okay.
Number 2, Ben Barton, Elephant Women.
Elephant Women is a ultimate team.
It is an ultimate team.
Come on now, Jeff, you're going down, baby.
Yep.
Number 3, Jeff, Lubricated Goat.
That's a punk band.
That is a punk band. Don't
call it a comeback.
Number 4, Ben Barton, Witch Fever.
Can you spell the first word?
Witch, Witch Fever.
That's a wildflower.
It's a punk band. Number 5, Jeff Simons, Moondogs.
That's a wildflower.
That is a punk band.
Shit.
Number 6, Jeff Simons.
Ben
Barton.
Come on now.
Bleeding Heart.
Okay, that is definitely a wildflower.
Wildflower is correct.
Ah.
Jeff Simons, Hell's Bells.
That's an ultimate team.
It is Colorado State University, Hell's Bells.
2-2.
Ben Barton, what about Burning Skirts?
It's a punk band.
Burning Skirts is a Frisbee team.
Yes.
Your University of California, Santa Barbara, the Burning Skirts. Jeff Simons, Carpathian.
It's a wildflower.
Punk band from Australia.
I hate this game.
Ben, what about the Common Vetch?
I actually know that one that grows in the Great Smoky Mountains. That's a wildflower.
Excellent. Nice job.
3-2, Ben.
What about Fireweed, Jeff Simons?
I think that's a wildflower.
It is indeed a wildflower.
Killing me.
Ben Barton, Pop Rivets.
Pop Rivets is an ultimate team.
Nope.
Punk
yes,
band.
it is. It's a punk band. 3-3 with 3 to go.
Jeff Simons, Dark Side.
That's a wildflower, I think.
That is a Frisbee team.
Nah.
University of North Carolina men's Frisbee team. What about Dirty Ladies, Ben Barton?
You want me to say punk band, but I'm going to say ultimate team.
It is an ultimate
Definitely
team.
an ultimate team.
From American University, the Dirty Ladies. Is it 4-3?
Yeah, he wins it.
Jeff's got a chance to tie.
Jeff Simons, Bitch Monkeys.
That's a punk band. Come on. Has to be.
It's James Madison University's ultimate Frisbee team. Woo!
I like JMU style. That's awesome.
Me too.
Congratulations to both of you for playing. You're all winners.
But more precisely, Ben is the winner, to quote The Simpsons.
Speaking of Ben, Jeff Simons,
that was fun.
You got some music to lead us into Ben Barton.
Ben's weekly I Went to a Show.
I love
this. Take it from the playgrounds and take it from the bums. Take it from the hospitals and squeeze it from the slums. All the kids make pistols with their fingers and their thumbs. Advertise a revolution arm it when it comes. We're cooking up the zeros, we've been doing all the sums. The judgment of this court is we need more guns.
Woo!
I love that one. Coldplay did not play that one at Nissan Stadium. I went at length on Beyonce, befitting her. So I'll be nice and short for Coldplay, befitting them. Here's a couple of notes about Coldplay. First, the last time I was in that stadium was for AC/DC, and the people who see Coldplay are a lot better looking. Way better looking. Like, it was a sorry group of folks who showed up for that AC/DC concert. And it was a bunch of young hipsters. I couldn't believe how good looking and young overall the people were who like Coldplay. Second, I can now at least recognize when played all 12 of their billion played songs. It's a complete greatest hits show. And as you might imagine, like professional and good. Like the guy who's the front man of that can really sing. He can play the piano. He does a couple of like slightly off the top of his head things. All of that being said, 4 dudes, the original 4 guys, nobody else, and they play regularly against a backing track, like embarrassingly so. Like Viva
Really?
La Vida has got a long cello and violin part, and they're just standing there like none of us. We can't even see those instruments.
Yeah,
They're not
yeah.
even nearby the stage. Yeah. Uh, it's also super notable, having seen this one and Beyonce, how much Taylor Swift changed the touring business.
Mm.
So basically, the touring business now is built on these gigantic stadium tours. That's the
Yep.
actual thing that's happening now. And when you look at Polestar and the ones that count the money, that's where it's all happening. All right. Top 10 through June, first half of 2025, the top 10 touring acts. And I'll
Okay.
give you some hints right out of the gate. First, I've just seen two of them.
Yep. So
So,
Coldplay and AC/DC.
oh, AC/DC not on the list.
I was
No
gonna say
way.
No,
Beyonce.
dude, you know what? It's Beyonce. They're too old, man. They play like every
Wow.
fifth day. Like they're
Oh,
taking a long time between them. And if you
Interesting.
had seen poor Angus Young do it, not poor Angus, happy Angus Young climb the stairs and do his 12-minute guitar solo and then climb them down, like all drenched in sweat.
Looks like me.
Oh my God. I'm
His
sorry I
kids are
made this joke
carrying the
already, but
heavy
it's worth
guitar.
making again. This guitar solo was so unacceptably long that it's for the actual conversation that happened was they were like, Angus, we need you to get back out on the road. And he was like, no, I have all the money in the world. Why would I drag my sorry ass on the road? And they're like, we'll let you do anything, whatever you want. He's like, how about a 12-minute guitar solo during Riff Raff? And they're like, 12, 13, dude, we don't care. Like, we'll
Just get out
you
there.
out there. Yeah, so Coldplay and Beyonce. Number one is Coldplay. Beyonce clocking it at 10, but that's because their tour just started in February. All right,
Okay.
there's two long-term legacy acts on here that we thought were going to be on Jeff's list of most shows played ever.
Bruce Springsteen.
Springsteen is not on this list. He's
Ah,
off the road right now.
he's in Europe, so this doesn't count the Europe shows.
No,
It's
no, dude,
just
this is
America.
worldwide touring artist, so he must not have
Because
won.
he's
I thought he
wow.
finished. I thought he
Because he's been
finished.
playing stadiums all summer in
Dude,
Europe.
not on the list, man. But two long-time touring acts are.
Our boys from Wilco?
Yeah, they're not
God
on the
no,
list. I can tell you
they're
that.
not in the top 100. I would get it.
No, for sure. One of these bands would have been on the list in 1985, 1995, 2005, just on continuous tour.
What is Journey out there?
Oh,
Who?
dude, the Dead and Company.
Oh
Jesus
God.
Number
Christ.
8. And our friends, our dear friends, the Eagles.
Oh, of course.
Clocking
Are
in at
they
number
out?
4. And their average ticket price, the average ticket price for the Beatles, I'm going to give you
For the
over
Eagles.
under $270. What do you think?
Oh,
Is it over?
It's 285 fucking bucks. Oh,
I
dude,
can't
this
even
is the thing.
imagine.
The stadium shows
Average
being so
price.
popular, I couldn't believe how expensive. Like even the shittiest seat in Nissan Stadium, you see Coldplay was
God.
really expensive, and I was like, "Who are these fucking people? Like, it's insane." Like, I just don't understand.
I think
No.
it's the people who are like, oh, guess what I did last night? I went to see the Eagle. Like the people who just have nothing else to talk about in their lives.
I guess. I mean, but that being said, I mean, I should be kind about it, right? This is a group human activity, and I'm super pro that.
Yeah.
It's not like I'd rather them save their money and look at their phones. So I'm like, I'm glad that they came out and did it. But I mean, the prices for these stadium shows are just completely nuts.
Well, and also because stadium, like it gets worse and worse and
Oh,
worse.
dude.
Yeah.
We had medium bad seats for AC/DC, and it was like we were watching the video screen. Totally. You
Yeah,
could barely
of
even make
course.
out the little ants out there.
Wow.
All right. So number 2, Shakira.
Yeah.
Number 3, Kendrick Lamar and SZA.
Oh, that's good. All right.
Okay, now we're taking a huge left turn. Number 5, 6, and 9.
A huge left turn. Country acts.
Number 5 at $92 million is All Capitals 17. Have you
Oh,
ever heard of All
nope.
Capitals 17?
Who's
Never.
that?
They're a K-pop band.
Oh, nice.
gosh.
And by the way, so when I was like,
Awesome.
what the fuck is 17? I looked them up and I was like, big news, elderly man discovers K-pop is popular. Dude, Jeff, I'm going to see if I can lead you to number 6.
Okay.
So, the other this band has made $68 million touring.
Oh,
Their average price is the lowest on the list. It's $82. They played 100
Okay.
shows, and the average
Huh.
amount of people who see them is 7,700 people.
whoa.
Weird. And I learned this by looking it up. They're a weird jazz band that specializes in Christmas music. Do you know who they are?
No.
What the not Bachman Turner Overdrive, but the
The Trans-Siberian
Yes.
Orchestra.
Yes. Oh my God, the Trans-Siberian.
The Trans-Siberian Orchestra is $68 million in the black this year.
That's unbelievable.
I was
unbelievable.
I was like, wait,
Yeah.
what the fuck is
Yep.
that? Like, I
That
was
one song.
completely flummoxed.
Man.
And then I looked it up, and they were like based on their famous, and they were like they're like a mix between Pink Floyd and Yes, and they play Christmas music, and I was like, wow. So I went to Spotify, and I don't recommend it.
Oh no,
it
it's
really
awful.
hurt
Oh my
my
God.
feelings. I can't believe there's anyone who would pay $80 to see
Me
these
too.
guys.
That's incredible.
If they had a list of things I would pay not to see, it would have been $285. Like easy what I pay to not have to watch that. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I think I'd pay $50 and not to have to go to an Eagles show.
Oh, I went with India Kincannon. We got free mayor tickets. So
wait,
I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't use them. I wouldn't use free
at
mayor
Nissan
tickets.
Stadium. Where were they?
No. We were at the Thompson Bowling. This is maybe 2 or 3 years ago. It was pretty fun. Number 7, Tyler the Creator. Number 8, Dead and Company. Number 9, J-Hope, another K-pop act.
Oh.
Number 10, Beyonce. Isn't that
Wow.
crazy?
Yes.
Wow. So
Wow.
let's commit to each other right now and to our listeners that we'll go to a 17 show next time.
That would be amazing.
Hard pass. No, thank you. I might have to go see Dua Lipa in a couple months for B's birthday present. So
I'd be into that.
She's great. I love
Yeah.
her. She's got a great attitude about her. Dua Lipa. All right. Well, that's fascinating. So, all in all, Ben, I remember you were a little trepidatious about going to a Coldplay show. Did you stay awake the whole time? Did you enjoy yourself?
I stayed awake the whole time.
Okay.
It was hot as hell. We were in the pit, which was like people really like that band. It's a little hard,
yeah.
but they're really into them. And when you're in, the whole reason to pay for the pit is everybody sings along. Like I think I would have been if I'd been up if I paid $200 to sit on the second level, I don't know what I would have done. Like I would have looked at my phone the whole time. But when you're in the pit, I was into it.
That is great. All right. Well, let's take our first commercial break and we'll come back with the topic of the day. This is the Greed Podcast.
I had that dream again. My small business needs to hire, but I don't use LinkedIn, and I hire wrong. So then I'm doing IT, and when I go to plug the servers in, they become sentient, and they won't let us access our network unless we forward their chain emails and memes to more and more and more people, and then I wake up.
Don't let hiring nightmares ruin your dreams. LinkedIn Jobs' new AI assistant finds and invites best fit candidates to apply, so you can discover talent you may have missed. Post your job for free at linkedin.com/quality. Start hiring today with LinkedIn.
I'm your host, Stassi Schroeder. Welcome to Tell Me Lies, the official podcast. What's the most unhinged thing of season 3?
Steven, because he's so evil.
I do think he is misunderstood.
You see everyone face consequences. It's intoxicating.
The writers just know how to trick you.
There's always a twist in this show. It's nothing you would expect.
Tell Me Lies, the official podcast, now streaming, and stream the new season of Tell Me Lies on Hulu and Hulu on Disney+.
Which means, Jeff Simons, time to hit the tunes.
So we got a Greed torture basement here.
No.
No.
You're doing ABBA, money.
Oh, no, yeah, I've got that. Yeah, I got that too.
I work all night, I work all day to pay the bills I have to pay. Ain't it sad? And still there never seems to be a single penny left for me. That's too bad. In my dreams, I have a plan. If I got me a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work at all. I'd fool around and have a ball.
Wow.
That one really sucks.
That's
That's
a bad
song.
That's a bad song.
What was wrong with people in the 70s? Like, I swear to God, lead paint, lead in the water.
Yeah.
Like, how is that popular? That's just...
Well, dude, crazy thing is...
don't like that.
Every time I hear those original songs, I think of the insane genius who was one day listening to Abba's Greatest Hits and was like, "That's a musical."
I know.
Like,
Oh,
who
right.
was that person?
Right.
And dude, my kids love that music.
Yeah.
Love it. Like
Love it.
or the first Mama, dude, I went to Mamma Mia 2. Like that's how into it.
Jesus Christ.
I was
just
able
think
to skip that.
I think it's the absence of music education in elementary schools. That's what I blame. They're like, oh, that must be good because it goes.
Dude, when we got to the Mamma Mia 2, I was like, I promise you, they've mined the ore. Like there's not a lot of gold.
Not a lot left
for Mamma Mia 2. And Dolly was like, Waterloo. Maybe you've heard of Waterloo.
Jesus Christ.
And actually, I was like, okay, fair. Waterloo's not bad. But I was like, I promise you, every other song's going to suck. And I won that bet. I won that.
By the way, how did they skip Waterloo in the first one?
I mean,
that's amazing. So Jeff Simons, national parks, public schooling. This is political Jeff Simons here on the podcast. I love it because our topic is greed.
Oh
boy. Greed is one of the 7 deadly sins. This is my topic I'm chasing in season 4. And in Dante's Inferno, the greedy occupy the 4th circle of hell, pushing around massive weights, bumping into each other continuously for all time, and then hurling insults at each other as they pass.
Okay. Sounds like a pretty good description of last stage capitalism, actually. He was on something.
That's Congress.
Yeah.
Just pushing it around, the burden of their greed. Yeah, Jeff Simons, are you greedy in any aspect of your life?
Yes. Oh, sure.
Which part?
Well, I'm greedy when it comes to music consumption. Like I'm trying to hear every note ever played by everybody I've ever liked in a insane, lifelong compulsion to scoop it all up and get it into my head.
Mine.
I'm definitely greedy with my time. Like I like to spend my time the way I like to spend my time, and I don't like it when I have to do stuff I don't like to do. I think I'm I don't know. Am I greedy about other stuff?
No, that's okay. That's fine. I'll go to
stop
bed.
there.
Ben,
I'm not much about. I will just say, like, I got over, like, even with the music consumption, like, I got over owning the physical thing. Like, I've just pretty much gone completely all digital. So, like, I'm greedy about my hard drive, but I'm not I've let go of the, like, I need the box set and the first edition, and like, my ears are shot. There's not much time left. I just want to hear it.
All right. That's good. That sounds like a good journey. Ben, are you greedy about anything?
Yeah, I'm rejecting this question. Basically, I assume greed is about money, and I will talk more at length about my relationship with money. But I feel like I'm in a good space for that. Like it's an easier one for me than lust.
Let me ask you this question, Ben Barton. If you and I and Jeff were to go to a tapas restaurant, shared plates,
yes,
are you okay with shared plates?
Dude, not only that, I'm notorious for picking up the check wherever I go, and. Since Dahlia worked as a waitress and now I'm married to the mayor, I tip 30% everywhere I go, bar none, no matter what. Yeah, no, I mean, like if they bring out the little, I don't know, mozzarella sticks, are you going to be the one trying to get
where did you take us? The tapas place where the first
tapas night at TGI Fridays, Tim? Where are we?
Luckily, where Tim took us, there's free breadsticks, so we don't have to fight over anything. Oh my God. I can't wait till Michelin Star Ben is taken out to eat by TGI Friday, Tim. I want to be there for that so badly.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, well, let's go right to the torture basement because I got nothing after that.
Wait. You get off the hook? What's your relationship to greed, Timmy?
Well, with money, I'm not greedy when it comes to money, although part of my story later on will be about being around nice things. And boy, I like nice things and I appreciate nice things. But I'm not in love with them. I'm not obsessed with them so that I have to chase them all the time.
Well, what's your Well, we sure blew it in the profession department if that's what the three of us were hoping
dude,
to do.
I think that all three of us are going to have the same story about that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do like you, Jeff. I like my time. Which is why I kept having children. All right, let's go.
What is
the torture? I got to tell you about your torture basement. Oh my God, you guys are gonna hate me. I'm so sorry. Essentially, I started reflecting on cash grabs in the music industry.
This is very good.
Whether the cash grab was by a corporation, mostly it's by the record company. Although certainly there are artists out there who've gone after money with abandon. But I was thinking about artists that even when I was young and listening to them, I knew it was schlock. I knew someone was just trying to make a buck. And so I've got, I don't know, how many do I have? I've got, looks like 11 coming your way. You have to identify the artist. Some of these will be painful.
Oh, this is great. All right. You ready, B?
Ready to do this thing.
Here we go.
So what are you doing back?
Well, I sat back and thought about the things we used to do.
Fantastic
it really
start.
meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me.
I really mean that much to you?
Girl, you know it's true.
7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Gotta be fresh, gotta go downstairs. Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going to.
Yo, it's the Green Machine. Gonna rock the town without being seen. Have you ever seen a turtle get down?
I know this one.
Turn me loose, I say.
Man, this is the 80s.
Oh, I got this one. I know exactly who this is.
That's insane.
Yep. I had a huge crush on this artist after Valley Girl, but I actually know who this is. Oh, I know this one too.
That's how it goes. I've got the goods. They stand when I walk through the neighborhoods. I'm making it. I've got the chance. I'm taking it.
Do you know this?
It's one of those nights when you turn out the lights and you sit in the dark and say to yourself, I miss her. Don't forget me when I'm gone. My heart would break. Oh, I always feel like
I know this one.
watching me. Tell me, is it just a dream?
Oh. Oh.
Monday, I am waiting.
Mean.
Tuesday, I am fading. And by Wednesday,
Goddamn.
I can't sleep.
Wow. That's So before you guys start, Jeff Simons, how many takes did that Milli Vanilli song have where he was trying to read the dialogue?
I can't imagine. 10,000? He can barely speak at all.
Can you play it one more time? Just his dialogue here.
His part really is. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, I sat back and thought about the things we used to do. It really meant a lot to me. You mean a lot to me.
I really mean that much to you?
Girl,
man.
you know it's true.
It's amazing.
It really is. It's amazing.
No notes.
It's so good. It's like they accosted a homeless guy, and we're like, "Read this right now." Like, he's not in rhythm. There's no emotion to it.
No.
It's the worst acting of all time. It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, is it like the 20th take where they're like, Shit, it's not gonna get any better. Like,
to quote Jeff Goldblum in Jurassic Park, that is a big pile of shit.
Well, the funniest thing is that they kept it in. Like
Yeah,
the producer
yeah.
of that record was like, "We need it. We need it. I know it doesn't work, but we need it."
Yeah, the rest of it doesn't work either. So, do you know that song? That song was written by an Amoco gas station attendant in Annapolis, Maryland.
No way.
That's
Yeah.
fantastic for that guy. I'm sure. I hope
Yeah.
he kept that money.
Yeah, did he
I
get
was-
anything?
Yeah, he got quite a bit, and they actually did an article about him in Rolling Stone. And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Oh, I'm gonna stay real and be here at the Amoco." That lasted like eight hours. And then he was like, "Maybe not. Maybe I won't."
Stay real. All right, number one was Milli Vanilli, a record company concoction. They didn't even sing.
No.
Disaster. All right, number two
is Rebecca Black, who just like breaking my brain, has a featured set at Outside Lands today in Golden Gate Park. She is one of the 15 performers on a main stage at Outside Lands, and she's doing a special DJ set in the evening. She's got like 15 million listeners. It is infuriating, and very sadly, she's gone full like exploitation. Look at me in my underwear. It is. I find her not a cautionary table and deeply disturbing. What's that?
Right.
I said these two things may be correlated.
Yeah.
Yes, but I mean, Rebecca Black gets to actually have a career after being the most notorious punching bag of 10 years ago.
Yeah. Grr. And I think the one I played you was different from the one her dad posted on YouTube. Mine had like a little dance track behind it. All right, what was number three?
I have number three, I think.
You do.
Okay, am I right that it says the words turtle in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I believe this to be Ninja Rap.
Rap by
our friend
Vanilla
Vanilla
Ice. Yes, indeed.
That is outstanding.
You have to have done a deep dive into what else Vanilla Ice did to have gotten that, but I'm guilty as charged.
His top three songs are all his one hit, but like different versions.
Oh, yeah, totally.
They all have millions. And like, I got this from the best of Vanilla Ice.
That's fantastic.
There's a best of Vanilla Ice.
Yeah. No, you know, Ben Barton is the king of the greatest hits record that has one hit on it. We should do a whole podcast on Ben's favorite greatest hits records that should not exist.
In my research, I saw the best of Shaq, and I'm like, that must be rough.
Wow. I can't believe you didn't give us one of those.
No, sorry. All right, keep going.
This is the remake of the Lovin' Spoonful's Do You Believe in Magic? And I think it's by 70s teen idol Sean Cassidy. Am I correct?
Nailed it.
Jeff, you're going to carry us the rest of the way, man.
That was a big deal when we were little kids. Like the teenage girls who babysat me really dug that song. So that's how I know.
I didn't realize that he must have started the whole sweater around the shoulders tied in a knot, because that's his second album. It's just him with the sweater tied around his shoulders. Who comes next, Ben Barton? Valerie.
Oh, it's the Monkees, right?
It is. I went with a rather obscure Monkey song. Again, a concoction, not, I guess, by a TV company, right? Not a record
but you know
company?
what? They don't belong on this list because they accidentally had Michael Nesmith in the band, who actually was talented and interesting. And there are good Monkey songs.
I love how you say the accidentally ended up.
Well, I think so. Like, I don't think they had any intention of making it an interesting band, but they're not. You picked the freaking Monkees as your song of the year.
I know. Well,
from the 2000s, like they don't belong on this list. That's not nice.
Well, there's another song on this Torture Basement that I absolutely love, and you started belting it out right away, Jeff.
Oh yeah,
All right, and then say it.
You skipped one. You skipped the weird doo-wop song that I didn't know. Turn me loose. Who the hell is that?
Oh, so there is a song by Loverboy called "Turn Me Loose." Is that it?
Nope.
No, that was "Turn Me Loose."
Okay. What is it?
I went with the Milli Vanilli track of who else lip synced. Fabian was the lip syncer back in the day.
That's awesome.
All right, say it, Jeff.
That is by diminutive actress, pop singer E.G. Daily,
That
who
is
came to fame
correct.
singing in both acting in Valley Girl and
Uh-huh.
singing in the very underrated Better Off Dead featuring John Cusack. She is the band, she is the artist singing, I'll be better off dead than
Yeah.
living without you. So
She also did a couple of songs on the Scarface soundtrack.
did she really?
Yes.
Wow.
But
E.G.,
her,
wherever you are, if you're listening, I hope you're having a happy life.
of course, she was the best in Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure as Dottie.
Oh,
I'm
that's
a lone
right.
wolf, Dottie. All right, what comes next?
You got it?
No.
That's Making It by I'm a Pepper, He's a Pepper, American Werewolf in London's David Naughton, who is also
Nice.
related to Greg Naughton from The Sweet Remains. I have met David Naughton. He came to see the band when I was sitting in with them, gave us
Really?
all a high five, and then drove away in a 78 Corvette with the California license plate I'm a Pepper. So he's
Still
a he's the
banking
best.
on it.
Yeah.
That is outstanding. All right, and then
P-E-P-R, so it would fit.
and then who's next? Jeff Simons.
The band that I'm really still surprised the Plain family did not become. How is there not a Plain family to take over the reins from the Partridge family, which is what I think that was.
Yes. That was the Partridge Family. Yeah, what a soulful singer he is. What's his name?
Is that I don't know who that is. That Danny Bonaducci singing lead?
No, it's
That's the
who's
only
the
name I
lead?
know. Susan something. I don't know who
Susan
the other dude
Day.
is.
No, but who's
Right.
the heartthrob, the
I don't
lead
know.
guy? Oh, we're
I
terrible.
thought,
Ben
yeah.
Barton, the lead guy in Partridge Family?
First of all, I'm not in the business of remembering the names of the cute guys in 70s shows. That's not sad to report on my sexual orientation, but I had Susan Day, but no luck elsewhere.
No luck on him. No, well,
I know
someone,
that I
a
might know that
listener's going to tell
Mike
us.
Lookinland was in the Brady Bunch. I got
There you
that
go,
one.
Jeff. All right, what's next, Ben Barton?
Are we at 10 or 11? I've got the last one.
Now we're at 9. There were
Nine.
11.
Wait till the last one.
Actually, no, we're at 10 out of 12 because Timmy once again miscounted.
Gosh darn it, math, man. Well, what is it, Jeff Simons?
It's Don't Forget Me When I'm Gone, and I think the name of the band is Glass Tiger, but I don't
Glass
remember.
Tiger
That's right.
is correct. And I just these next two are just like a record company just grabbing an established star and tossing them into another act to hopefully promote the act. The Michael Jackson Rockwell thing is particularly egregious.
Oh, yeah,
Rockwell,
I have that one. Yes.
Rockwell sucked.
Yeah.
I like
But
that song.
everyone-
No, I don't even care. I like that song.
Yeah,
How?
but that was
What?
that's when
How
Michael
do you like
Jackson
that
could have
song?
sung anything and it would have gone to number one. I mean,
You're
that's
right.
what I love. He spent 5 seconds in the studio. He did that like I always feel like we got it. One take. We're just gonna pop that
we'll just
in.
loop back.
But he's awful. He's like, people call me on the phone and say I'm paranoid. I mean, he's awful.
I disagree. That's what makes it work. You really need to listen more carefully.
That's fair. Fair enough.
All right, and finally, who's the last
That's
one?
Ashley Simpson, Pieces of
Yeah.
You.
Yes, Ashley Simpson, Piece of You. Jeff Simons, why is she on this list?
She's on this list because Rich Price Rich Price was dropped from Geffen because they only wanted to have one quote unquote singer-songwriter and decided to back Ashley Simpson. When we got dropped, we used to do our hit, I'm on my way, and we would break into the chorus of Pieces of Me in the middle of our song.
As an homage?
Yeah, which just made us feel better, but everyone was like, why are you doing that? And then it was not, you couldn't from the stage, like, you see, what happened was that it made us feel better. I had a little Shrek 2 Play-Doh figurine on my amp for months after that. Yeah.
I mean, it was tough for Rich, but I suppose the worst part is when you went to play bass for Ashley Simpson. That must have been
that hurt.
Yeah, you continued your bass career.
The thing that really sucks is they made the right call. They made so much more money with her than they would have made with us. Yeah,
No.
that song went to number 5. It was a huge, gargantuan,
really?
It was a really
gigantic
big
hit. She was on Saturday Night Live singing it.
Well,
singing
she's
it.
Jessica Simpson's sister too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
She
what
was
happened?
Jessica
Was there a
Simpson's sister.
second album? There was no second album.
No, but that doesn't matter. They made them. I mean, they
Uh,
there was no second Rich Price record either for Geffen.
well,
So
but that, yeah, okay, good. All right, fair point, fair point. Let's get to largest recording contracts or rights deals in the history of music. Are you guys up on this topic?
No, but I can't wait to hear.
Okay. Well, number one is in 2017, the Michael Jackson estate re-upped their 2010 contract with Sony. $250 million for all the rights to Michael Jackson's entire catalog, and I believe he had purchased the Beatles catalog by that time, correct?
yeah, but McCartney has since purchased it back, right? And then sold it himself for an enormous figure.
So number one is Michael Jackson estate. Number two is the Michael Jackson estate. 2008's Jay-Z contract with Live Nation was for 150 million. So those are the top three contracts rights deals. I will give 72 guesses for you to get number four.
Just scoot ahead, Timmy. Help us. We're in the 17 slash Trans-Siberian Orchestra part of the entertainment.
Yeah, give us a hint at least. Give us a chance.
He is British.
Robbie Williams.
Robbie Williams. Ben Barton, name a Robbie Williams song.
It's going to be a minute.
I got nothing. Jeff Simons, can you name a Robbie Williams song?
No, but I know he was so popular in the moment when they were just throwing money around. So
in 2002, Robbie Williams signed a $125 million contract with EMI. And
that has not worked out for them.
No, it cannot have worked out for them. Madonna comes in fifth with her 2007 contract with Live Nation. Any guesses on the first band to appear? They appeared number 10 on this list, a contract they signed in 1996.
Ooh.
Who would be big enough
to sign Pilots?
It is not Stone Temple Pilots. I know you love them, but they're not on this list.
Could be U2.
It could be U2. It is not. Final guess, Ben Barton.
Just help
$80 million contract with Warner Brothers.
Oh, it's REM.
It is indeed the boys from REM. REM cashing in at $80 million in 1996. So that's when we left them, right?
Yeah, you should have put one of those late period REM songs in the torture basement.
I'd have gotten that one.
Mean.
I just read that. I just read the new REM biography by Peter Carlin.
Oh, how is it?
And it's a good read, but it's amazing how big they got. How just this bunch of weirdos from Athens got so gigantic, and then probably the single greatest walk away in rock and roll history. Just no embarrassing reunion tour. No, they just packed it in, and they all three of the four of them still live in Athens. And they have lunch together all the time. And they've just never, ever, ever, ever said yes to the big payoff.
No bitterness.
And no bitterness. They get along. No tell-all biography, no angry, just let's call it.
All right, well, I'm gonna give you guys a chance. You all know so much more than I do about both music and tapas restaurants. So I'm gonna give it to the two of you, and this is a competition. So we're gonna put up a poll on our Instagram, which is the worst story from the music industry. Basically, I want you to tell me a story about an artist or a band who ran into some sort of kerfuffle with a greedy record company and came out on the losing end at that moment. Who wants to go first?
I want Ben to go first.
Some tale to tell us. Ben Barton?
So unfortunately for you, Tim, you're going to have to post twice.
Okay.
First, we can't do this topic at all without saying that the answer to this is every African-American artist in 1950 and 1960.
Right.
There's just innumerable horrible stories of how badly these folks were screwed. And
in fact, I would say that the difference between music contracts, which are deplorable, and film and TV contracts, which are not, is that they were putting black people on record, but they were not putting black people on screen. So you still get paid when you're on TV or a movie. And I can tell you this from personal experience. I've made more money from my appearance on Jimmy Kimmel than I have from music. Just being a guy in the band, I get a residual check every time that episode reruns, and I get residuals from it being clicked on YouTube. I've made 10 times the money from that, and from playing ukulele on "I'm on My Way," which was in the Shrek 2, like
Right.
coming this fall. I've made more money from that than I have from all my own music, all my other performances on everybody else's records, and it's because of what Ben just said, the inherent racism of music contracts as opposed to film and
Wow.
television contracts.
Wow.
So
Pretty much
100%
like
right.
the white acts got screwed too, but the black acts got screwed like to the nth degree. So
Right.
much, so much, so much worse. So here's a couple of short notes to make it clear. In 1986, Muddy Waters, how much do you think he'd earned from Chess Records? Oh no, he owed Chess Records
Yeah.
$56,000. Carla Thomas owed Stax $80,000. Chuck Berry gets signed
How are they owing money?
because they every minute they're in the studio, they count that as against them, and then they're
Yep.
like, "Oh, it's weird. We never had to pay any residuals, and in fact, you owe us money." It's insane.
Oh my God.
Chuck Berry's gets signed to Chess Records. His first song is Maybelline. They decide to add songwriters. The main money that you get from a song is the songwriting credit. So the Chuck Berry shares the songwriting credit Maybelline with Alan Freed, the prominent disc jockey, which I knew. I knew Freed had put his way on there, so I've always considered him to be a piece of shit. The third name, Jeff, do you know who the third songwriter is?
God, I do not.
The Deep Cut, because it's Russ Fratto, landlord. It was Chess's landlord. And they were like, "Hey, man, we're not going to pay you the rent this month. Instead, you get to co-write Chuck Berry's song." Is that
Jesus.
insane? How bad that is?
Wow.
Yeah. So that's the answer. Like those are the people that got screwed the worst. And you can just name any African American artist from the 50s or 60s, and they got the screw job really, really bad.
Right.
Yep.
That being said, we're 50-year-old white guys. So I'm going to tell a sad story of a guy basically our age. So Expanding Man, which is a terrible name for a band, and I'm sorry for
Okay.
that, was formed in Long Island, New York, 1987. And the two main guys in Expanding Man go on to Trinity College, and one of them marries my friend from high school, and that's how I know this story. Otherwise, I would have no idea. It's an amazing Wikipedia page for Expanding Man. And I'm not going to say it's written by someone in Expanding Man, but it strongly suggests some favoritism towards them. So it's like they joined, they wrote some stuff. They recorded Head to the Ground. It was released on Sony Records in 1996. The single Download I Will received considerable airplay on North American radio stations, reaching number 22 on Billboard's mainstream rock tracks chart.
Ooh. Okay.
And this will sound, and actually the reason why I'm doing this is it'll remind us of the Rich Price story, and was included as track 14 on the soundtrack for the film Cable Guy.
Okay.
The group's first major release ended up being their last with Columbia. This was not at all due to any musical failure. Which I love. Good job by whoever wrote this. The Greg's band of tuneful post-grunge melodic rock was truly exceptional and perfectly tailored for radio playlists. Yet the group received little attention from the label, despite their song crafting. So good. After they left Columbia in 97, they signed to Polydor. They recorded an entire second record for Polydor. Polydor merged with another record company and cut them loose and held on to the entire second album, declined to release it, and they made the band buy it back from them. So they just fucking quit. These guys, they broke up the band, and that was it. Like, they just got murdered by Polydor. In 2010, Polydor felt bad and gave them the things back. But I mean, it's like the Spotify suggests that there has not been a huge Expanding Man boomlet since they released their second album.
And why didn't Polydor release the second album? What was Polydor's hesitancy?
This was the thing that the labels would do. So first of all, the reason why it's been a screw job from the very, very beginning, like many screw jobs, is there's more people who want it than can get it.
Right.
It's like, remember, like Boston, he smoked a big cigar and drove a Cadillac car. Like, everyone wanted to get signed. So when the label comes to you and they're like, "Yes, we're interested in signing you," the contract they put in front of you is not the contract to help you. It's the contract to screw you, for sure. Now, the rare act will get an agent and the rare act will drum up a competition amongst the labels, and then you might get something good, like our guy, whoever's got the third biggest signing bonus. Presumably, he had a bidding war
Yeah.
going for him. But Expanding Man did not have a bidding war going for them. In fact, they were super fucking amped to get signed by Sony. And again, no shade to them at all. I played
Right.
a band that was never signed.
Yeah.
Most people don't get signed. That's a huge thing to have happen. And they got signed twice. They got signed to Sony and Polydor. But the label basically, if they first of all, they have complete control of whether they release it or don't release it. And when they're paying for the studio time, they own the song, they own the track, and they own that recording of it. And if they decide not to put it out, that's it. Like, it sits in the vault and it dies on the vine. And then they're like, oh, no, but don't worry. Did you read the contract? All you have to do is pay us back the studio time. And
Right.
Expanding Man's like, well, what's that? And they're like, oh, that's $235,000.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah,
Yep.
it's tough.
That's a story 100 bands can tell. And again, the Rich Price story is very similar, except that when the guy who signed Rich to Geffen got fired, he called Rich and was like, get to a fax machine. I'm going to give you your record back because they're going to eat it and they're going to kill you and sit on it and you'll never be able to put this music out. And at the last minute, he like whoosh, released Rich.
Wow.
So that Rich could use the music.
I never heard that part of the story.
That's amazing.
Yep, that's why Rich was able to keep and the royalties to Shrek 2 were negotiated to not be crossed with his costs. So
Okay.
all the Shrek 2 money went right to him, and all of the money incurred in recording the record that was never released, the label wrote off as a tax break.
All right, listeners, grab your kids. It's movie night. Shrek 2. Let's go. Let's watch it. Let's listen to the soundtracks.
You can just listen to the
Come on.
soundtrack. It's not a particularly great film. Soundtrack's great though. We're on there with Counting Crows and
Yeah.
a bunch of
Accidentally
great
in
artists.
Love,
Joe
yeah.
Arthur. There's a bunch of great songs on that.
All right. Well, that's so Expanding Man is Ben's entry. Jeff, what's your entry?
I'll do probably the most famous screw job of at least the one that was so contentious that it wrecked a guy's life and career for over 20 years. And that's Local Boy, some kids in El Cerrito. This kid who growing up in El Cerrito, California, which is 3 miles from here, falls in love with the Beatles and his 3 best friends, including his brother. He's like, we're going to make a band and I'm going to teach you how to play all your instruments and we're going to be rock and roll stars. And their first name is the Gollywogs. And the Gollywogs play school dances and teen clubs. They actually play the prom in 1967 of a little all-girls school in Marin County called the Catherine Branson School.
Nice.
And then the Gollywogs lead singer starts writing songs, and they're pretty good. And so they start putting originals in the set, and they change their name to Creedence Clearwater Revival.
There you
John
go.
Fogerty is starting to make a name for himself in the San Francisco scene. He signs a contract with Fantasy Records with a guy named Saul Zaentz with a Z. Saul Zaentz goes on to tremendous success in all aspects of the business. He's the executive producer of a little film called One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, wow.
Fantasy Studios and Fantasy Records is a big player through the 60s and 70s. Then he moves into the movie business and wins a bunch of Oscars. The contract that Fogerty signs, that Saul Zaentz designs, leaves him with zero ownership of everything. He signs over his publishing. He signs over his songwriting craft. He signs over the right to the masters. And so Creedence Clearwater Revival makes 5 records in 4 years, 35 top 10 singles. There's a case to be made that they're the most popular American band of the 1960s. Like if you really look at like radio play and sales, and they make like a nickel. Like they don't make a damn thing. And in 1970, when he's like, "Why am I broke?" He looks at the contract and he's like, "I don't know anything." And Zantz is basically like, "Have a cheese sandwich and go fuck yourself." Fogerty tries to renegotiate, sign a new contract. And it's like, I don't have to do any of those things. Like, I own everything you do for life. So Fogerty goes on strike.
Oh,
He leaves Creedence Clearwater Revival. They make a record without him. I don't know if you know this, but there's a Creedence Clearwater
Fantastic.
Revival record without John Fogerty, where the band is like, "Hey, you missed that guy? I don't know if we missed." Um, and then he does not perform Creedence Clearwater Revival music for 20 years. He will
mm.
not go on stage. He won't play it. He won't sing it. He won't promote it. And it almost costs him his life. He goes into an incredibly deep depression. And then Fogerty has kind of a remarkable moment where he makes a solo record. He makes a couple solo records in the 70s, which you do not know about, which nobody has heard because they're just he's so angry. But he gets over it enough and reconnects with the songcraft. He makes a record called Center Field in 84, 85, and that
Yep.
record blows up. It's got
Great record.
huge hit singles, Center Field, The Old Man Down the Road. But two things happen. The last song on the record is a song called Zanz Can't Dance, Danz, and it's about a fat pig who will rob you blind if you're not. And the video is like a big fat pig like gobbling money into his mouth. So
Oh, there's
Saul,
the greed.
so
Yeah.
Saul Zaentz sues John Fogerty on two levels. He sues him for like $1 billion for character defamation for Zanz Can't Dance. And then he sues him for copyright infringement, claiming that Old Man Down the Road is a rewrite of Run Through the Jungle, an old Creedence song, which of course is owned by Saul Zaentz. So he goes after every nickel that Fogerty makes from that record. He wants all the publishing, all the song, all I mean, unbelievably, 15 years later, after he's ruined this guy's life and just squeezed
He's
every
gonna come after
cent
him again.
from the sponge, he comes after him again. They have to emergency recall all the copies of Center Field that have it with a Z, and they emergency press it with a V. And he goes into the studio and sings Vans, and then they put that version. They have to retrack and re-release the record as Vans Can't Dance.
Oh my
Um,
God.
so if you can find a copy of Center Field with the Z, it's worth a lot of money. But it's going to be hard to find because I think
Unbelievable.
Zan's had them recalled and destroyed. So he doesn't make the money off of Center Field that he should because of all the incurred cost of recalling a million copies of a record and repressing them and putting them back out. He finally agrees to play Creedence Clearwater songs for the first time live. Does anybody know at what?
Is it Live
Is
Aid?
it Farm Aid?
It's HBO's Welcome Back Vietnam Veterans Concert in
Oh,
1988, when
okay.
which starts with Neil Diamond coming out and going, "Welcome back, Vietnam vets." Like 14 years after the war is over. But Fogerty finally did negotiate, and the part of this that's amazing, as you know, like all the big songwriters are selling the rights to their songs for these giant balloon payments. Like you can just like Springsteen sold the rights to all his music forever for 550 million. Dylan did it for 500 million. Neil
Oh, we
Young
did
did
it.
it for 400 million. It's just a thing that's happened. Like Stevie Nicks did it for 125 million. Like there's a couple of giant song companies that are just buying, and they're just offering these one-time enormous balloon payments. Fogerty
Okay.
went to Concord Music Group and did the opposite. He's like, I want him back. And initially, Concord Music, which had bought the Zan's song catalog, told him to have a cheese sandwich and go fuck himself. And then the blowback was so crazy that they came back to him and was like, okay, you can. So I couldn't find the number, but Fogerty
Okay.
at 78 years old owns his song catalog for the first time.
Wow. That's
So
outstanding.
Dude,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
the lawsuit over the Old Man Down the Road is a famous lawsuit, and Fogerty won it.
yeah, which is
Yeah.
awesome. It's a
But
ridiculous,
let's say
it's a
he won it in
ridiculous lawsuit.
2018.
Right.
He finally won it in 2018. The record came out in 88. So
Yeah,
that's
85.
like an American courts.
23
Jeez.
years. Yeah. But I saw
Well,
John Fogerty on the Eye of the Zombie tour where he
uh-huh.
was still refusing to play Creedence songs.
Uh,
I mean, it was tough for him to fill 75 minutes. And
sure.
the whole night, people are like, yeah, right, but like play Creedence songs. Like it was a it was a powerfully contentious, confused relationship between the audience and the performer.
I bet. And what a confusing relationship he must have with his own music
Well,
that he was
right.
divorced from for so long.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Wow, those are two crazy stories.
I'd like to say that the our corporate masters, Electricast, signed
Yes.
a very reasonable contract with me. That is pretty much a 50-50
Yes,
split.
for
And
sure.
I'm
Let's
very
go.
grateful, boys, for that. Thank you.
Let's go. When's the new track coming out?
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Thanks, guys. It's August 29th, the Deep
it's
Dive
coming
Volume
up.
2, the second EP of songs we've talked about on this very podcast comes out. 3 songs, including a duet with the spectacular Megan Slankard.
Oh,
I'm
fun.
super, super proud of it. Hope everybody likes it.
Well, we got to next podcast do a little sample.
Oh, you got a deal.
Give a little teaser. That'd be great. All right. Well, it is greed. I gave you this assignment. Think about the word greed, what it means to you, the whole concept, and you then go find a song that captures your feeling about greed.
Life is hard, but finding a really great podcast makes the days go by so much easier. Hi, my name is Blue Telusma. I'm a writer, an emotional intelligence coach, and the host of Humanize with Blue Telusma, a podcast where we believe that when you humanize everyone in the room, a great conversation is almost guaranteed. Join us every week here on Electricast as me and my guest co-hosts unpack big topics and interview even bigger personalities with a sense of humor and a dash of mischief. If you're looking for a new best friend in your head, we've got you covered. Electricast.
Ben Barton, what you bring us?
Yeah, first, I was really grateful to this. And Timmy, I can't tell you how amazing your topic areas are. It's really, really good. Each one of these has been better than the last. This one really hit me nicely. So
Good.
in it, I'm going to say some things about not caring about money, but let me start right here.
Okay.
In my legal ethics class, I had the students do a professional planning document, and they have to do like a mission statement for themselves, and they have to state their values. And I'm always super cognizant not to be anti-money for the following reason. At least one, and usually multiple students in this document, which I read, say, dude, listen, I'm first generation. I come from nothing. I came here to make some money. That's what I'm about. And I'm like, brothers and sisters, I've got your back. Like, that's a well-trod path. I have no beef with that whatsoever. Like, there's a version of it where it's like, you've never had any money and you're interested in making money, rock on. Like, I have no beef with that whatsoever. And I'm also fluently aware that my relationship with it partially comes because my parents, I was middle class or upper middle class, depending on their debt levels. And so I have a different relationship than I would with that. That being said, one of the secrets to the success for Ben Barton and Nick Cannon is that it's never been about the money. I worked at a big law firm and left when I was 28. And the next time I made more money than that was when I was 48. And that was fantastic news. Like, that worked out amazingly well for me. Oh, no, we lost Timmy.
He's coming back. I'm getting frantic texts. The bing you're hearing is the frantic texts of, I'm frozen. Oh my God, keep going. I'm coming back in.
That is hilarious. Yeah. So, like, greed and materialism, as Dylan would say it, with objects and material things, I never was impressed. I just never really cared about that. Like, as long as we've had enough to get by, it's been fine. And that's been really, really fortunate for me. Here's my last thought on greed. I consider this to be one of the 7 deadly sins that is most deadly in our current lives. Through the Glenn Reynolds and I teach this class called Images of the Law. It's where we watch movies where legal stuff happens. And there's these 2 movies that are paired in my mind that are not supposed to be paired. They have nothing to do with each other. One is Fargo. At the end, Fargo's a masterwork. If you haven't seen Fargo, at the end of Fargo, there's been like
that scene it haunts me.
This fucked up kidnapping, and like most of the people involved are all dead. One of the guys puts his accomplice in a wood chipper. Like, it's brutal. So she's got the main guy in the back of the car, And it's like this beautifully acted female sheriff from a little shit town in Minnesota. And she's like, so that the guy in the wood chipper, you killed him, and you killed the woman you kidnapped, and then you killed the guy you kidnapped her from. And she says, and what was this all about? Just a little bit of money. Don't you know there's more to life than just a little bit of money? So fantastic. Like, exactly right. And dude, that exact phrasing, the little bit of money, then when I watch The Social Network, which is also a masterwork, I think
Yes.
about the work of these new titans of industry, and I'm like, so in The Social Network, they suggest that the reason why Facebook was started was so he could meet girls because he didn't like girls. And Zuckerberg's like, that's completely false. That's not why I did it. I did it because I wanted to change the world. I thought it was going to be good. Dude, I actually take Zuckerberg at his word. I don't think he did it because he was rejected by girls. But the current version of him is like he's completely lost the thread. It's
Yep.
just an evil company, and he's just destroying destroying this country and the mental health of the people who use his product, all for that little bit of money. Just that
Yep.
little bit of money. It's just despicable and heartbreaking.
And
And so,
it's destroyed him too. He's like this
oh,
aggro, broy, like I mean, I've never seen a more posturing, inauthentic persona than the one he's been carting around for the last year. It's like I mean, I don't have much sympathy for him, but if he were a friend of mine, I'd have a lot of sympathy for him.
oh yeah, no, dude. I weirdly, I'm able to find sympathy and empathy for even for people like that. But dude, the entire tech industry is like that too. Like the Google guys started out, they were like their motto is "Don't be evil," and it's like, well, that didn't last, you
Yeah.
know. And the greed thing, the thing that's crazy about the greed thing is that it's a fucking scorecard for success. They don't even need the money. When I discussed The Social Networks with the students, I was like, if you told me that he loved yachts, if he
Yeah.
was like, dude, I just got to have yachts. Like that's a thing for me. Like you don't understand. I need $200 billion, and the reason why is I've got to have 75 yachts. I would be like, well, you're an asshole, but at least that makes some fucking sense. Like there's a reason you want that money. These guys don't even like. You see the way Zuckerberg dresses. He doesn't even need the fucking money. Like
Yeah.
every nickel above 100 million, dude, every nickel over $1 million is wasted on that fucking guy, and he's
Yes.
only doing it for competition points. Like
Yeah.
it's this weird recasting of greed, where I'm like it would be actually be preferable if the person was just like, I have to eat at a $500 meal every day. You know what I mean? It's brutal. Yeah. So
So
that's
wait,
my greed.
since we don't have Tim, let's chat about this a little bit. You and I have pretty similar life choices. We both went into teaching.
Yeah.
You and I have pretty similar relationships to money. I'm interested in like you mentioned that your parents kind of went up and down. There were moments of flush, and then there were moments where there weren't. My
Yes.
parents' story is no money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money, no money. Wait, wait, wait. Oh my goodness, there's some money. Like they just like they just fed that Roth IRA, and they fed that retirement plan, and they fed that bank account, and then like and I got out of their way very early. Like my parents were 38 and 39 when I left
Yeah.
for college, and they've just had this like whoop, and it is weird. Like it's weird to watch them play that, and I would say I have a similar thing going, and like that's like I mean, I was a teacher, like very little money, very little money, very little money. And I saw Fargo in the theater, and she said that, and it hit me like a Mack truck. I'm so glad you brought that line up because I was watching our peers and some of my former students at that point make the money grab, make the choice. Like I'm
Yeah.
going, and it was the first that came out right after the first tech boom out here, like the web van era, where
Yeah.
like
Totally.
everyone's gonna make the big score. I had all these former students in 1995 and 1996 like wanting to come and buy me a fancy dinner to say thanks because they were so flush. They like, they were making 10 times more than I was right out of the gate at college, and it felt like they'd figured it all out, and then all those companies crashed. And then the same kids 2 years later wanted to come have me buy them a cup of coffee. Like, what do I do? Like, I mean, my whole plan, like I don't know what I'm about. But I am also like fed that retirement, stuck in there, stuck in there, stuck in there. And my kids are experiencing a wildly different childhood than I did. And
Yeah.
it's kind of accidental. And I get their rage, like the rage of this generation that's like, we'll never buy a home, things are worse.
Totally.
Okay, boomer, all that stuff. Like, we're not boomers, but strangely, weirdly, like you and I have been able to hold on to middle classness and even upper middle classness, depending on the market and the time and like what
Or depending
activity
if your
I'm.
wife becomes the mayor. That
Well,
helps a
there's
lot.
that. Well, that is true, right? Like, and again, like or the connections that you have, right? Like, I mean, like sometimes I go to a show and I've got a great seat because a friend gave me a great seat, and so, but I'm up front there with people who could have me killed, and I wouldn't, like I wouldn't be able to fight back. But I'm so sympathetic to this moment of capitalist rage. And at the same time, I also think we can do better than just screaming and raging again. Like there is a reckoning coming. Like we're approaching a real Gilded Age moment, and it's very weird to have a job that is not a master of industry job, but have enough in the bank that I'm insulated from I have a few mortgage payments in the bank. I'll be all right. And
We are
that
very fortunate Americans. I can tell you it's
that
not even the
is,
debt
yeah,
collectors.
man. And I do feel like I feel conflicted about that because I deliberately went into a career and tried to design a life where I was just kind of lying in the cut, not making a big deal out of like I just wanted to be surrounded by people I loved and be able to buy a pizza without worrying about it. That's what I wanted. And the fact that I've been able to pull that off and maybe then some, where it's so difficult for me to see how that's going to happen as straightforwardly as it did for me for my own kids is so this topic really resonated with me because is it greed to want my son to be able to buy a house someday? I don't know.
So here's the
That's a
song.
real
Are you ready?
question.
Are you ready for
Yeah,
the song? So there's
yeah,
there's a bunch of amazing Greed songs, needless to say. And when Timmy announced it the first time, I just did a first cut right through it, and I just wrote "Material Girl" next to it, and I was just
yeah.
planning on doing that. But Material Girl is a little bit like White Lines. It's like a song that's against being materialist that makes materialism look so fun that you're like, actually,
Yes.
no, I want to do it.
Yeah.
Where White Lines is like, don't do coke, except it's the greatest thing you could ever try. So then I was going through various versions of where I was trying to catch one that actually got my philosophy more, not anti-greed more or pro-greed, like there's more money, more problems, but that's not me.
Yeah.
Dude, so in the summer of 2010, you will recall, I took my daughters and my beloved wife, and we spent the summer in Cambridge, England.
Yeah.
When we were in England, I was like, oh, one of the great joys of being in a weird foreign country is you just listen to the radio. And whatever the hell's on the radio is what you listen to. And you'll hear songs you'd never hear in the US. So there were two songs from that era that just were played on the radio 24 hours a day. One of them I'm not choosing, obviously, is Bounce by Calvin Harris, which is just this hilarious techno song. And I can still do it because I heard it so many times. Do 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 bounce. I was like, oh, I love this song. The second one is Jesse J's Price Tag. All right, so in a second, Jeff, I'm going to ask you to play the first 9 seconds of it, and then we're going to jump ahead to a minute and 90 seconds. Actually, just go ahead and do it now.
Here we go.
I give you the first 9 seconds so you can hear how fucking goofy this song is and why an 8 and a 10-year-old would really like it.
Okay, Coconut Man, Moonheads, and P. You ready?
All right, so that's Coconut Man, Moonhead, and P. Coconut Head is Dr. Luke. And then Moonbeam is the other producer, Claude Kelly. And then P is her because she's so small. Isn't that hilarious?
That's amazing.
Anyhow, then she launches into this really dumb song. Really, really dumb song. But if you go to a minute 9 and you get that verse, the second verse and the chorus, it's actually weirdly persuasive for my exact philosophy of life.
Oh my God. Here we go.
Take it back in time when music made us all unite, and it wasn't low blows and video hoes. Am I the only one getting tired? Why is everybody so obsessed? Money can't buy us happiness. Can we all slow down and enjoy right now? Guarantee we'll be feeling alright. Everybody look to the left, everybody look to the right.
That's amazing.
Yeah, super goofy, this dumb song. And she actually has a couple, she was gargantuan in England. Her first record, this Jessie J record, it turns out there were 6 top 10 hits in England off of
Wow.
this record. And this song kind of sort of made it to the US. For the people listening, and maybe Jeff, you didn't see this movie, but this is the first song they do in the end scene of Pitch Perfect. This is the first song
Oh,
that the Pitch Perfect girls do a cappella. Um, and so it holds a special place in my heart for 2 reasons. One is that summer where I was with my daughters, and we actually had a physical conversation about this thing. And I was like, dude, this is what it's all about, man. It's not about the money. I'm here to make the world dance. Like, let's get down. Like, you don't have to do it for the money. You can do it for the sheer joy of it or the love of it. And they were like, oh yeah, okay, if you're Coconut and Moonbeam. um, and then when it came up again in Pitch Perfect, which is a movie I saw multiple times with the girls, and this is one of those ones where like that scene in Pitch Perfect makes me cry every single time. It's like movies that are about teenage female empowerment that came out when my girls were preteens
yeah.
or teens just murder me.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one gets me too. So it's kind of a stupid song, but weirdly, I really, really like it.
That's a great pick. That's a great pick. Um, it's also really good. God, that's really it's a great hook. I mean,
Yeah,
it's an earworm for sure. I am really so I have a song that's about being screwed in the record business, written by a guy who was famously screwed in the record business on a record about being screwed in the record business.
it's not
But
Zans
I
Can't
want
Dance.
It's not, but I want to talk a little bit about like what we were just talking about a minute before. Like that all three of us made the decision to work for nonprofits, which I think is really interesting. And I have to give credit that I was lucky to be surrounded by some interesting, thoughtful, moral people in my childhood and in my friend group. Like it's funny. I just saw the Haverford Lewis Delaware group. Shout out to all of you and Kevin and Theo and Rich and John and Kate and everybody, um, and Randy. Like they do that week at the beach.
Yeah.
These are all classmates of mine and Ben's, and so I have this yearly hang with them, and they all do really interesting things for a living, and now all their kids are doing really interesting things, and I
I love
just
that.
right, it's just like heartening to be surrounded by 27 people who are worried about people other than themselves
Yeah.
because they worry so much about one another too. Like it's just this remarkably supportive bunch that's like co-raised one another, right? And then the fact that they take all that energy and they're like, well, what needs help or doing? Um, One of the things that is both allowed me the profound protection of a up and down economy is working for something where you're not going to make like you
Oh,
don't
totally.
have a big year, right? Like
Yep.
there's no bonus for better test scores. Like you just
Yep.
do. But I also
Glenn
don't.
Reynolds, sorry to interrupt. Glenn Reynolds' dad was a religion professor at University of Tennessee,
Yeah.
and Glenn passed along his wisdom that he passed to Glenn when he became a professor. He's like, "Hey, Glenn, do you remember when I got that boat when you were 13?" And Glenn's like, "Yeah, that was amazing." And he's like, "Did you like that boat?" And Glenn's like, "Yeah, that was like the best thing we ever got. We got a boat, like it got to go out on the water." He's like, "Do you know why we got that? We call that a recession." And he's like, dude, I get paid a shitty salary, but I get paid the same year in, year out. That guy, you should have seen the tears on that stockbroker's face when he had to sell me his boat.
Oh my God. You know the moment I remember that is when the Gap made everything 95% off in the in the really bad late 2000s
Yeah.
recession. I bought my whole wardrobe. Um like like for like 5 years. I went into the Gap and spent $100 and walked out with like four pairs of pants and 10 shirts. Like, and I just remember like, and it was the same thing, right? Like I was like, whoa, my buying power just increased 40%. And then it went boom, back down. But I think there's something like when you don't work for a corporation that's trying to maximize profits, there's something you aren't as engaged in capitalism. I've been protected and I appreciate the protection that my job has afforded me. Like We just try to do a good job with who's in front of us, and that's it. And we just try to like pay the rent on the space so that we can continue to do that. And we're not trying to like frantically make more money. And so when I look when my friends are in places where that is the case, like where if the company doesn't do well, they might lose their gig, and like if they don't like do better than the guy next to them, the bonus is going to that other person. Like to have not had to face that is I mean, it was a life choice, but it's also turned out to be like it's a privilege, and it's important. I think it's just like it's one thing I didn't know in 1996 when I watched that movie, and she's like all for a little bit of money, and it's like that is not going to be me. Like I didn't realize I had a job that was going to help me do that as much as and I'm really grateful for it. But the music business is the complete opposite of that. It's why I suck at the music business. It's why I don't know how to go on social media and promote myself. But so this is a Kinks song. Ray Davies uh, is the principal songwriter of the Kinks. Signed a bunch of terrible contracts. Not as bad because they were British. The English didn't screw their artists with the same level of
the same abandon
intensity.
that we did here in the U.S. of A.
Yeah, but they made a bunch of terrible decisions, including they pissed off a promoter on their first tour of the United States in 1965. He turned out to be deeply connected and kind of a mafia don, and he got them banned from live performance in the United States. Do you know the Kinks did not play the United States from 1965 to 1969? And
Wow.
you wonder why the Kinks never reached the same level as the Who and the Beatles and the Stones. They weren't allowed to come here. They got their visas denied over and over again. And then because they weren't making touring money, he signed a bunch of other contracts. So in 1970, they put out a record called Lola versus Power Man and the Money Go Round, which is a pretty terrible name for a record, but it's a record about being broke and being screwed by the record company. This song, The Money Go Round, is a minute and 45 seconds long, and it describes where his songwriting money goes, literally, and it uses all the real names of all the people. So the Larry and the Grantham, these are all people that he signed terrible contracts with who like shell gamed his money in all the places where he didn't get it. So what you're actually hearing is not just a hilarious song like watch as the money goes around, but you're actually hearing the the accurate depiction of like Ray Davies writes a song, the record comes out, and here's who makes the money besides him. So because it's Ray Davies, it's like a dance hall 1920s, like it's completely uncommercial. But I love the idea. I love the idea that the record company was and all the people he's insulting were like, yeah, we'll put that out because that's going in our pocket. You can yell anything you want. So here it is.
Robert owes half to Grenville, who in turn gave half to Larry, who adored my instrumentals. So he gave half to a foreign publisher. He took half the money that was earned in some far distant land, gave back half to Larry, and I end up with half of goodness knows what. Can't somebody explain why things go on this way? I thought they were my friends. I can't believe it's me. I can't believe that I'm supreme. Eyes down, round and round. Let's all sit and watch the money go round. Everyone take a little bit here and a little bit there. Do they all deserve money from a song that they never heard? They don't know the tune and they don't know the words, but they don't give a damn. There's no end to it. I'm in a pit and I'm stuck in it. The money goes round and around and around and it comes out here when they've all taken their share.
That is fucking hilarious. I definitely bought this record and listened to it, but I do not remember that. I certainly had no idea what the context was. That's really
Isn't it
funny.
hilarious? I love like why should they get money from a song they've never heard? They don't know the lyrics and they don't know the words, but but it's just great. Like I actually think he wrote it like, let me see if I can put this on the record because they're not listening. They don't care as long as there's money. Like it just and of course
this is the record that has Lola on it, right?
And Victoria. Like and Yes Sir No Sir. It's a great record. It's full of great songs. That's the last song on side one, and it's so classic Kinks Shoot Yourself in the Foot.
Yeah.
What a wonderful, weird bizarro band they are.
And you're a Kinks defender.
I am.
It's a
I
shame
like
I don't
them.
have Timmy here to back me up on mocking the Kinks.
Well, you don't even like the fake rock and roll Kinks of the early '80s with
Oh, dude,
do it again and.
I like Lola and the whatever the Dance All Day song, whatever that one's
Oh
called.
yeah, Come Dancing. Yeah,
that song's great. Yeah, there's a half dozen Kinks songs for me, but the deep cut Kinks can't do it whatsoever.
well, that's the other reason to share it because I get to bug you with deep cut Kinks.
Yeah, I know for sure. All right,
So you may have.
What's up with Timmy?
So you may have noticed, dear listeners, that Tim's been pretty quiet for a while. His internet has completely and utterly shut down. I have 14 texts from him, unsuccessfully logging in with quite a few profanities on it. So I know what song he was going to pick. So why don't I play it? Because Tim privately is like, here's a song I'm going to do. He's picked a banger, a song I absolutely love. And it also belongs in a future conversation of bands with one incredible song and nothing else.
Yeah.
Because that's this band for me. He's picked a song from the Britpop era. This is the Blur versus Oasis, 93 to 95. You got all these great bands like Slowdive and Supergrass, and there's just a thing happening. This is a song by a band called Pulp, and it's called Common People. And do you know this one?
Let's hear it.
Oh, okay. It's just fantastic, and it's about class warfare and the English university system. So I love this one.
She came from Greece, she had a thirst for knowledge. She studied sculpture at St. Martin's College. That's where I caught her eye. She told me that her dad was loaded. I said, in that case I'll have rum and Coca-Cola. She said, fine. And then in 30 seconds time, she said, I wanna live like common people. I wanna do whatever common people do. Wanna sleep with common people. I wanna sleep with common people like you. What else could I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. I took her to a supermarket. I don't know why, but I had to start it somewhere. So it started there.
I don't want to get our episode banned, but there's so many versions of Common People on Spotify. That's the single version. The full-length version has an even bigger arrangement. And then there's a live at Glastonbury from that year where the whole audience is singing the whole thing with him so loud. But I just love that. I want to sleep with common people just like you. And I said, what else can I do? I said, I'll see what I can do. So great. And she's studying sculpture at St. Martin's. It's just great. It's such a just a great little evisceration of the British caste system. Great song.
I love that.
Well, it feels weird to close out the show without our fearless leader. I assume he will come back for the next episode. I don't know whether his internet's been turned off forever or he's been banned by the...
If he wants to come back, I'll come back on and we'll do 5 minutes, with him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's a good idea. But assuming that Timmy will go audio verite and be like, well, this is good enough.
Yeah,
This is Jeff and Ben. Who's up next? You're up next.
I am up next. Yeah, for sure. If Timmy
What's our topic?
I'll let you guys choose, but I can't let you choose without Timmy. So I'll give you guys a pitch on the various topics.
So you'll have to wait and see, dear listeners, what's going on. But so for 2/3 of the 50 years of White Guys game, this is Jeff and Ben saying thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Adios, my friend.
All right. Bye, buddy.
Have you ever wondered what actually happens in Congress every day? Stay informed on Capitol Hill's daily happenings with a concise, factual summary of the Senate and House of Representatives' activities from the previous session, free from bias, on the Congressional Record Daily Digest podcast. Subscribe on your favorite podcast platform and discover the process from the heart of U.S. politics. The Congressional Record Daily Digest, an Electricast production.
Electricast.
Ever thought about starting your own podcast?
Do you have a business or a message you want to share with the world?
Well, now it's easier than ever with Electrocast. Hi, I'm Mark Netter.
And I'm Peter Rafelson. We're the founders of Electrocast Media.
Whether you want to start a new podcast or already have one, join Electrocast to grow your audience, monetize your content, and build your community.
With our simple sign-up, you get free promotion, world-class analytics, premium ads, and personal support.
Go to electrocast.com and join our community today.
Electrocast. Transform your influence.
Electrocast. Electrocast.